Hello, my name is Kathy Brents, and this is my community mapping presentation. The community I mapped was the feeder neighborhood for Timberline K-8 in Longmont, Colorado. I traveled from Timberline K-8 to our town library and was literally blown away and delighted by what I discovered in my own town. I hope you enjoy my photo story. Timberline K-8 is a brand new school this year. It is the result of combining two elementary schools and one middle school into one building. It is the Title I school in Longmont, Colorado, and it's also the location of my service learning partner, I Have a Dream. This picture shows the back side of Timberline K-8, which is a large community park that has a playground, baseball fields, soccer fields, basketball courts, and tennis courts. This picture reflects the other side of the back side of the school. You'll see a bridge, and this bridge connects Timberline K-8 to the Child and Youth Resource Building. The Children and Youth Resource Building is an amazing program. During the week, it is designated specifically for only middle school students from all over Longmont. They have daily classes and fun activities set up. They also have a recording studio, so anybody could go in and record music, poems, anything that they have on their heart they can record. It also provides counseling for families, students. They offer family classes, youth development, community problem solving, and for the younger children, on the weekends they do offer some early education, book club, and literacy training. This picture is the backside of the Children and Youth Resource Building. This mural is called Dance Steps. It was painted by Bob Luna and Martha Keating in 1996. The children of the center participated in designing and producing this mixed media mural. It depicts dance as a timeless activity that connects the present with the past. The next couple slides that you'll see are close-up pictures, and you'll notice that both sides have tiles that each of the kids that were at the program at that time created and designed for themselves. The next few slides show a mix of some of the types of houses that you see, or housing, right around Timberline as I was driving towards the library. Most of the houses back in that neighborhood were built in the 1960s, so they're all about 50, 60 years old, and you can just see the density of them. The next few slides show this part of town in particular is very heavily apartments and duplex based. There's a lot of people kind of jammed into a small area, as you'll see. This picture shows Delicioso Mexican Restaurant and Cantina. I like this picture because it shows the vibrant colors and design of some of the Spanish culture. This is a great restaurant in our town, and I know that my family anyway is very happy that they're here. The next few slides show some murals around town. that I'm embarrassed to say I hadn't really noticed until this assignment. I think we kind of go about our daily lives and get into our routines and go from point A to point B to point C and don't really look up and notice. And I'm just ecstatic about the art that I discovered while making this trip. So this is one that I found alongside the wall on the, I think it's on the north side of one of the buildings on Main Street. The next two slides reflect a Longmont artist named Gamma Acosta, who's actually becoming quite well known, and he is now doing a lot of artwork in the Denver area, so you might be on the lookout for him. He is an amazing artist. He actually grew up right in the community that I am showing you, and he took his skills with spray paint and just has created many, many amazing artwork and murals around our town. This photo is one of the many beautiful churches in Longmont. I saw many along the way, along the route, as I was heading towards the library. Both the buildings in Old Town Longmont, as well as the library, and the houses in general close to the library, are much smaller and all brick. Here is our beautiful library. It is located one block east of Main Street in downtown Longmont. It's also right next to the Civic Center, and there is many businesses located right in this general area. The library itself is a wonderful place for resources for all the citizens of Longmont. They have brochures in several different languages covering everything from nutrition to healthcare, to programs offered at the library and other locations across town. Inside the library, when you go into the children and teens section, this is on the wall that greets you right as you walk in. This is an amazing mural, who I'm not sure who painted it. It might be Gamma Acosta again, but it's beautiful. It's almost breathtaking when you walk in. I went into the library kind of looking through it through the lens of some of the students at Timberline, most of which are Spanish speaking, and it was awesome that there's an entire section in our children's library that is devoted to books in Spanish. It's also kind of neat because it's one of the only areas in the library that actually had what looked like comfortable seating. It wasn't just kind of your standard chair and desk. They kind of made it up to have some pillows and kind of a play area that they really, it was very welcoming. This is the Longmont Museum and Cultural Center. It is also off Main Street. It is a few blocks past the library, but when I asked the librarian where I could find information about some of the history around town, this is where she sent me. And you'll see from my next photo that inside the museum, there's tons of books that you could purchase that shows historical data for not only Longmont, but all of the surrounding communities. There's Niwot, Erie, Berthoud. It was fascinating to me that there were actually books that kind of showed the roots of Longmont and its surrounding communities. So this picture takes us right outside the library again, just across the street heading towards Main. And Main Street is lined up and down of businesses, and between a lot of the businesses are these little walkways. And this is just an example of one of the walkways that when you come right out of the library takes you to Main Street, and it has murals painted everywhere. And it's amazing, and it all ties back to our founding roots within Longmont. And it takes you clear up. The next series of probably 5 or 6 pictures actually is just individual shots of this mural, but you'll see important people in the community and kind of what they brought to Longmont. So as you come out of the walkway, I thought it was really neat to run into this banner that says "You belong in Longmont," and it actually reminded me that Longmont is doing this, and it has been doing for the past probably at least 5 years. This huge campaign that they are really trying to encourage people to shop locally and bring business in locally. And as such, they have opened their doors to many vendors of the non-dominant culture here in Longmont. As you can see across the street, El Taquerito is a Mexican restaurant. And just up the way is a Mexican grocery store and clothing store. There's tax preparation stores owned and specifically targeting Latino customers. There's also several dance studios in town that have opened up that offer Latin styles of dance, and they are owned and operated by local Hispanic people. And also there's a music store. So just tapping into the funds of knowledge there is a wealth of information that would be awesome to bring into the classroom. Everything from art and food and dance and groceries, just so much. It's just kind of exciting to look at this in a new way and with fresh eyes in how we can bring our community into our classrooms. This is a picture of El Comité de Longmont. I have to admit that I have lived in Longmont over 10 years, and in going to places downtown and restaurants, I have parked in front of this building, I've parked next to this building, I've parked in their parking lot, and I never knew what they did until I walked through the front doors. El Comité de Longmont means the committee, and Carmen Mirles is one of the founding members of this organization. She explained to me that it came about because in 1980 in Longmont, there was an incident that was caused by a misunderstanding, and it never should have happened. But a Longmont police officer shot and killed 2 Latinos on Main Street. And it created a community outrage. There was a lot of tension between the Latino community and police officers. And this committee formed with the goal of, instead of encouraging people being enraged, to empower them. And they serve as a bridge between all Latino and non-Latinos in Boulder County. And they offer lots of services to help educate both sides. They do everything from helping people come in, and if they don't speak English, they get them connected with ESL classes. They help them fill out rental applications or tax documents. They connect them if there's a non-English speaking Latino who is having an issue with the police officers or need a lawyer. They will serve as translators. They also do year-round voter registration, quarterly citizenship processing, a weekly food pantry, They just serve as really the go-to place for anybody looking for help in our community. This was just a wonderful, wonderful experience to have had the opportunity to meet with this wonderful woman and see what they do. She said most of their people that comes to them is through word of mouth. She said that a lot of the people that they help in Longmont and in Boulder County are non-documented citizens. I don't know if they're citizens, non-documented residents in Colorado. And she said that a lot of them operate through fear. They are resistant to give out much information about themselves. And as such, they kind of miss out on some opportunities that are afforded to them. So part of it is bridging that gap between letting them know that what is available to them and helping to empower them to be functional in our community. So this is just a wonderful program, and I am just so thankful that I had the purpose and the opportunity to go into this building and learn about them and what they do for all of Longmont. This is the last picture of my presentation. I just want to thank you all for taking this journey with me. The funds of knowledge of the community around Timberline is just incredible. Everything from their artwork to their innovative and entrepreneurship in opening their own businesses. This was just a wonderful, eye-opening experience, and I am just so grateful for it. And I truly hope that I can incorporate aspects of this into the classroom should I be teaching in this community. Thank you.